Welcome to Sagar's Reveries. I'm Sushma Sagar. All content on this channel is drawn from my original work. If you are inclined to pause and to reflect on our shared human experience, come walk with me. The journey begins here. Listen to a story titled, Is it God, Chance, or Human Agency? On that day, Dilip woke up before dawn. He had decided to reach the wholesale vegetable market earlier than usual to buy up stock for the next few days. He hurried down the as yet empty lane to catch the bus. As he turned around a bend, the smell of decaying waste hit his nostrils, and he could make out the overflowing public bin standing like a mammoth in the midst of rubbish and bundles strewn about carelessly. He increased his pace. Just then, a small sound reached his ears. He looked around. I'm certain I heard a cry. Again, a weak whimper. Ah! It came from among the piles of rubbish. He felt goosebumps across his nape and stepped toward the source of the cry. Dilip burst into the room, sounding both excited and worried. Look what I found, he said to his bewildered mother as he placed the small bundle on the bed. It's a baby, she squealed. I found her near the garbage bin, he said quietly. They waited several days for any inquiry. Someone complaining to the police. Nothing happened. We will keep her, Dilip decided. Gauri was surprised. This son of hers, set in his habits, uninterested in marriage, content with his vegetable business and his library books, now stood ready to bring up a baby girl. It might work as long as I am alive, she said. You know my blood pressure is high, she added dryly. She stays, he was adamant. Very well. You win, said Gauri. The baby Varalakshmi stayed. Their small one-room tenement adjusted to the new addition without a fuss. A small woven palna arrived. It gave way to a doll's corner, which soon metamorphosed into alphabet books. The evenings was reserved for bonding, when Dilip horsed around with Vari like a kid. His business also expanded as needs grew. God has blessed us, Gauri thought. When it was time for admissions into school, Dilip decided, I will homeschool her. My college degree did not get me a decent job, but I can teach my daughter. Vari blossomed under his tutelage and proved to be a sharply focused learner and a bookworm, just like her dad. She even began to help her grandmother in the kitchen. Years flew past. One morning, when Dilip went to prepare tea for himself, he found his mother's snores louder than usual. She's getting worse, he grinned as he shook her. Ma, you will awaken the people next door. Her snores turned into a rattle. Dilip panicked. Vari, get up. Something is wrong with Ma. For a moment, Vari did not move. Then she rushed to pick up his phone, scanned the saved numbers, and called up the hospital all in a few seconds. The person on duty asked questions. Vari glanced at her father, who looked back at her wild-eyed. She began replying to the rapid questions. Yes, she is breathing, but heavily. Not conscious. The address is... She was calm and clear with her replies. They are sending the ambulance, Papa. He nodded, still unable to gather himself. Papa, move. The ambulance will ask for payment, she urged. That galvanized him into action. Weeks later, when a partially paralyzed Gauri was back home and Vari had taken over the running of the household, Dilip stood uncertainly beside his daughter. You saved Ma's life, beta. I am proud of you. She smiled at him. I am the best. A baby abandoned near a garbage bin. A man who chose not to walk away. A day of crisis and a young girl who knew how to respond decisively. What or who controls how life unfolds? Listen to a short poem. There was a clap of thunder. There was a clap of thunder, though not a wispy cloud in sight. The sky suffused a cinnabar red. I swear I heard a tinkling, as if a cosmic set of copper cattle bells was shaken by an invisible hand. All doubts were torn asunder. A swallow slanting in the light, a pansy dimpling in its bed, I noticed. My spirit uncrinkling, as if by surety met, and stirred to waken and expand. Another poem. Here comes soaring in flight. Here comes soaring in flight a flock of blackbirds. As I stand upon the roof and take note. That dust cloud in the distant woods, trailing behind the herd of deer, through which is visible the flash of silvered hoof and golden coat. These are part of this moment's history in which the birds, the deer, the cloud, and I are framed forever. This moment that will have its impact upon the future of everything without a doubt remote. Uplifting verses from the Bhagwad Geeta. Bhagwad Geeta, chapter 10, verse 11. Quote, out of compassion for them, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy the darkness born of ignorance with a lamp of knowledge. Unquote. To be noted, grace alone removes confusion from within. Knowledge is illumined, not manufactured. Chapter 15, verse 15. Quote, I am seated in the hearts of all. From me comes memory, knowledge, and their loss. Unquote. To be noted. The mind's capacities, remembering, knowing, forgetting, arise from a deeper source. Chapter 6, verse 30. Quote, he who sees me everywhere and everything in me is never lost to me, nor am I ever lost to him. Unquote. To be noted. Seeing unity of everything with God dissolves our sense of separation from Him. The connection is forged. Why do we feel alone at times? Many of us simply refuse to believe that God even exists. I do admit it is tough to believe someone exists if we can neither see Him nor hear Him. But God insists He is right here within us, pervading the entire creation. If only we would believe.